Hey guys, it's Maymay. And my partner in crime.
What's up, everybody?
It's Vinny today.
Vinny is here.
You know, Amanda stepped in for you last week and she did a great job.
Well, she could be sitting in here today if you want her to.
I'm just saying she did a great job. I'm trying to get my comments where I can see. There's always a little lag in the beginning of these live videos because we're having to get our screens where we can see everything. Okay, I'm good. Who's here? Say hello to us, 64 people. Thank you for the thumbs up. I always forget to ask, and it seems that I need to ask for them. Please give us thumbs up. You know, I get a lot of thumbs down lately, Vinny.
Well,
some people don't like the Maymay.
Look, when you go make a cake, you got to break a few eggs.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for that. That's really nice.
Well, that's because you're the bomb.
Well, you know.
I mean, I think you are.
Let's do some housekeeping. So, trolls, if you're here, my troll patrol is also here, and they will be getting rid of you ASAP. We're going to pray for you, because we pray for trolls around in this parts, but we are not going to let you stay around the room. So, if you're going to troll, just know you're going to go.
Welcome, Grace. We're glad you're checking us out. It's somebody that's new to stamping.
Yay! Today will be a fun one for you then. Also, if you have a question during the live show, and we are live now at noon Central Standard Time. It's probably not quite noon, it may be. But if you're watching us live, put your questions in caps. But after that, if you're just commenting below the video, you don't have to put them in caps. People think you're yelling at me then, including me.
Well, they're all yelling at me because they're all typing Vinny in caps.
Everybody tell Vinny happy birthday yesterday. Come on, give him some love.
Yep, yesterday I entered into my 55th spring.
No, you did not.
Yes, because I'm
Are you
starting
considering
year
your
55.
0 year?
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
He's 54, y'all. He ain't
I turned
55.
54 yesterday.
When he's 55, I'm going to do a big old blowout. A big blowout party. Maybe y'all can come.
Yes, and I got wonderful, wonderful time. Lots and lots of messages saying thank you and happy birthday and all that good stuff.
He did have a lot of messages. You guys are awesome. Thanks for telling him happy birthday. He got some cool cards. He got some cool stuff. We're going to show you that in the Across the Mile segment at the end. So today, let me tell you what we're going to do. So you guys know we were just at the retreat in Pigeon Forge, and I taught... Huh?
I said, and wow.
We're still trying to recover. We're tired.
And then we get to leave today for Texas.
Yeah, we'll be on the road for Texas this afternoon. But last year I did 3 classes I had never done on my channel before. But this year I did 3 classes that I had done on my channel for the most part. The one I didn't do completely on my channel was the wood grain backgrounds. And I've done some of them, but not all of them. So I thought I really wanted to show you guys the whole full 3 ways of wood grain since I already did it at the class. Because y'all know I don't like to show you the classes until the students who paid for them get them. So now I can. And I think you'll like it. If you were in Pigeon Forge, type PF in there so we can see if you were here and you were at Pigeon Forge as well. And
Thank
if you took
I hope you had a happy birthday too.
Becky, I love you too. And if you took my wood grain background class, if you don't mind, type in I took the class. There's a PF and a PF.
We're going to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Hey, El Paso, if we're going to Dallas-Fort Worth to visit our children, but we're also looking at a location to do a retreat in Dallas-Fort Worth. And I know that's probably way away from El Paso because I think you guys are on the border, right? Isn't El Paso like a border city? Aren't they down there in the hot part?
In the West Texas town of El Paso.
Oh, so it's West Texas.
That's what the song says.
Maybe the song's wrong. I don't know. Anyway, we're going out there to check things out. If you want to do this with me today, here's what you need to do. Grab yourself some white cardstock, some tan brown craft cardstock, some gray cream, something like that cardstock. I've cut these down to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. No, I've cut these down to be 4 by 5 1/4 because these will be card bases.
Becky said the crafters in Brazil need some Maymay Made It.
Ooh, gosh, that'd be cool.
Never been to Brazil.
This is a good idea for Father's Day. I saw somebody say do something for Father's Day. This is a great background for your Father's Day cards. I'm going to show you how to use them for Mother's Day real quick, but you can totally do this for Father's Day as well. All right. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the first 2 ways of wood grain backgrounds. Hey, you'll also need a scoreboard of some kind. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the first 2 ways of wood grain because I've shown you it before. You've seen it. But I want to do a quick kind of recap or rehash of what that is. And I showed you this, guys, the other day. This is some plastic packaging from a 12 by 12 paper pad, and I'm using it to keep my work surface clean. So this is white, 65 pound, might be 80 pound. I don't remember. I took it out of its package, but it is Nina, and it's the one I buy at Walmart in the pack, right? In the big old pack.
Is that 65 pounds?
65? Okay, so it's that one. I'm going to show you how to do some wood here, and I'm going to do it with a blue color because I think that's pretty on white. This is a very simple, hey, Misfit, how are you doing? This is a very simple technique. I'm going to show you the trick. I've done a video on this, so we can link those if you want to see more detail, okay? I'm going to take the edge of this ink pad, the very edge of it. I'm going to angle it on my page at one end, the width of the ink pad, and I'm going to let it sit for a second and make for me a wood plank mark, and then I'm going to drag down. So this is the end of a wood plank, okay? Let me see if I can make this easier to see. Nope, that made it worse, didn't it? Let's see what happens when I turn this one on. Also worse. Ah! I pulled you guys down on top of my head. Sorry, guys. Now it's like, Maymay, is this your first time doing live? No, sadly it's not. Okay, maybe I should use a different, oh, that's better. All right, so there's your first plank, okay? Now we're gonna put another plank next to it by doing the same thing. Edge of the ink pad, okay? We're going to touch it to the last one, let it sit for a second, and drag. Now my ink pads love this dragging because I do this all the time, okay? Like crazy. So there's 2 planks of wood. Again, not new, we've done this on the channel. Now right next to it, I'm gonna touch, let it sit for a second, and then drag, okay? I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to touch it, sit it, drag it. So see how we're getting wood grain? What do you think of that, man?
That's awesome.
You like it?
Very much so.
You could probably do this.
I'm sure I could.
Didn't you do some ink dragging?
I did.
On your, oh yeah, on your embossed deer piece for your journal.
That's right.
The thing I like to do is I like to not line these boards up, because like if you were looking at boards on like your house deck or what do they call that board they do on houses? It's not wafer board. There's a
Like
name for it.
siding?
Well, there's a board that they use. I can't remember. We used to use it in the apartment business all the time. Anyway, you would see that not laid perfectly, you know, line to line or end to end. So check it out. Lap board, that might be it. So that is using these. Now let me tell you something. You don't have to use distress inks. You can use any small fascia board. That's right. That probably is right. You can use any small 1-inch ink. Okay, so you get something like this. You know what? I should title this shiplap because that is so popular right now. That was a good idea when she said that. So this is step number 1 for wood grain or shiplap or whatever you want to call it. And then you do something like, and we're going to do this in a minute. I'm going to show you how I did this. Then you do something like this on the front of this card, and look at this. Let me put it, not this one. Let's do this one. See how we can put this here, and look how beautiful. And you've made this beautiful card, right? So super cool. I love it.
Anita asked, where can she buy those ink pads?
Well, from MaymayMadeIt.com, no less. So
How cool.
how convenient. So
And
there's
easy.
one. Let's do the second technique. With this technique, I'm going to use a different color. Okay? Yes, basket weave. That's a good idea. It does look like that. And I'm going to use my scoreboard this time. Okay? So again, not spending a whole lot of time on these because I've shown you these, okay? So here we go. I'm going to just score this sporadically. That is the word I was looking for the whole time I was in the mountains. Sporadically. I kept saying periodically? No. This way? No. But sporadically is what I'm looking for. So I'm just scoring this something like this, okay? Sporadically. And then we're going to do the same kind of process, but we're using gray. And what we're going to do here, the side I scored on presses my score mark in. Does this make sense? I scored on the front, so it presses my score mark in and it pushes my line out. All right. I'm going to work, holy cow, somebody get that gone fast. I'm going to work on the side that has the dent, like the indention in it. Okay, so we're going to work to make that more obvious. So let me bring my paper back over here. And we need to make sure we report him to YouTube also. Tamitha, you know what you're doing. We talked to YouTube about that, or she did. Okay, so with the indention at the top, not the press line, okay? The indention at the top, that's what we're going to work with. Now I'm going to take just a dark brown. This will be walnut stain. And I'm going to do this in a couple of colors maybe, but I'm going to do mostly one. So walnut stain, and I'm going to drag this down the page. The heavier you drag it, the more your lines are going to show up. And they're going to help to give you that wood look. Hey, Tony, I was so happy to meet you and Caitlin. That was the coolest thing this weekend.
So cool.
It was. I'm so excited about that. So that's why we love to do these things and travel as much as we can to meet you guys. Look how beautiful this is. Do you see this? Holy cow. I love this technique. But I've shown you this technique before. But the thing that makes the second way, okay, so cool is we used kind of a gray or a cream color cardstock, all right? We did the indentation in, so that gives us this white line, which is like a grout or like a separation between the wood, and this dark color on top of this gray, looks like wood, right? Okay, but check this out. I'm gonna add another color. I'm gonna add a color you probably wouldn't think to add. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add two colors that you would think, oh no, don't do it. Does it scare you? Does it scare you? Okay, this one is Tattered Rose. I'm going to come back over it with Tattered Rose. This is just going to kind of fill in. It's going to kind of give it another dimension of color. Not a whole lot, because this is a light color that I'm using. So I'm going pretty heavy with it. And my pads were used in the classes, so some of them are pretty dry. So there's that one. And then this one is Evergreen Bough. Now I want to show you something. If you're scared, if you think this may be too dark.
If you're scared, just say you're scared.
Yeah, say scared. Take a piece of paper that's the same color. You take a scrap. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to use that. I'm going to use an actual scrap. Because when I cut these down, this is a little darker, but it'll work. When I cut these down, I have these little scraps, right? So I'm going to test it over here and see what it looks like. So it lets me know how firm I need to press. So I'm going to start with a light hand and add to this. Just look how beautiful. This looks like mossy wood.
Hey Renee, I think it would be a lot harder with the oxide inks because right now they don't come in a small size.
But we're going to try it in a minute.
We're going to try it?
I'm going to try it myself, so if I mess up my ink pads, you don't have to. I think it's going to mess up the ink pads, so I have a plan. I want to try it first.
On the oxides? I didn't think
we have some. We have some of some. Look at that, how beautiful.
And I think we have some more arriving tomorrow.
Doesn't this look like much harder work?
Maybe.
Thank you, Rayanna. It looks like so much more work, but look how beautiful. And now, when you take something like this and you put it here, look how gorgeous that is. I'm going to show y'all how I did this.
Tony.
Look how beautiful. What was Tony's idea?
Tony said, get the re-inkers and blank mini pads.
Yes, you can do that. You can.
Good idea.
I never buy the re-inkers. I'm that person that, I've told you guys this before. I think somebody asked me about re-inkers. I don't buy re-inkers because I use these so long that by the time I need to, let me show you. By the time I need to re-ink this, look how bad my pad is. I beat the crap out of this pad, right? So I never re-ink. I always just buy new ink pads because I'm bad about that. So this is step 2. So let me show you, just like we did in class. Step 1, okay? Step 2. They're both wood look, but what a difference, right? Now we're going to get for real. Ready for this? I'm excited. This is the one that I wanted to show you today because this is the one I've never done a video on. And what's complicated? This? Is she talking about this or something else? I want to know. Or re-inking. Re-inking can be complicated, believe it or not.
What's the difference between distress ink and oxide inks?
Okay, distress inks are dye-based inks and oxide inks are a pigment dye hybrid, right? Let me read this. Water reactive dye and pigment ink fusion. This is a fusion that creates an oxide effect. Basically, when these dry, they're kind of matte finish. And when these dry, they're like a regular old ink you normally use, except they both react to water, which is really cool. So that's the big differences. I think that's a quick answer of those. All right, I'm going to get some. I'm going to put these away for a minute. I love these things right here, right? I just love these. Oh. These little containers, I have way too many of them. Don't count them, Vince. Okay.
I already know, dear. I already know.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how I think you can make like real wood grain. This is going to look so real, okay? Unless on live, my video decides not to work correctly, which can happen. I'm going to score every 1/4 of an inch and half. So there's a 1/4. Now I'm going to move a half away from that, which is going to be here. And then I'm going to do a 1/4. Now, let me say this. You can do this any way you want. You don't have to do it in these numbers. I saw people in my classes do so many different ways, but I know you guys are going to start seeing these on the Facebook group, so I wanted to show you how to do them so you didn't feel left out. What was funny? I missed it.
Michelle said I'll make her laugh.
Oh, okay. See that? So there's that texture we've done, but we're going to add something else, okay? I'm going to turn it in my scoreboard one time, and this is important. Ready? I'm going to leave the side I'm pressing on up. Don't flip it over. Let me do this again. He is so nice. So this is where I was working, okay? I'm not flipping this over and putting it in. I'm going to leave it exactly like I had it before and turn it one time. Now here I'm going to score, let me show, I was almost going to score all the way, but I'm not. I'm going to score sporadically vertical lines. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my embossing stylus. See how I can move sideways and not make any marks because I'm in that other groove? So I'm going to do that until it catches into a spot and then drag. That's how I'm going to get nice straight lines. Here we're making that wood grain piece, or that, what's that called, where the planks meet? What's that called?
A joint.
There we go. We're going to make the joint of the wood by just grabbing that spot and just coming in and making these little dudes. Just making spots sporadically here and there around the page. You could have a pattern if you want, because I've seen people do that with wood, so you could. So let's see.
How cool. It'll be good. You're going to love it.
What?
Margie said they're making chicken pot pie tonight with Alex.
I have not had chicken pot pie in so long. Hey, Alex, are you here? I hope you're watching today. He was watching the other day. I got to say hello to him. Okay, so you see what I did here, okay? Hey, Miss Joan. And you can see what I did here. Now for this technique, I'm going to flip the page up where the lines that are on this side of the page where I can feel the lines are going to be up, okay? And you'll notice I use my darker paper. There's the white, there's the light, and there's the dark. I'm using this darker paper. I just think this looks super cool like this, okay? Thank you, Miss Karen, you sweetheart. By the way, love your new hairdo. I didn't tell you on Facebook, but I can tell you here. Anyway, there's that. Okay, so back to the messy page. Okay, now you can pick your colors to do whatever you want. And let's see. I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to pick frayed burlap. I'm really going to press it. I'm going to do ripe persimmon. And I'm going to do shabby shutters. How crazy, right? And I might even add another one. Yeah, if you do this, you don't necessarily need that wood grain stamp, but that wood grain stamp is amazing for other things. So I have some other stuff coming with that. I buy my inks from me.
It's hard to get it.
I buy my inks from MaymayMadeIt.com.
Amen.
From me. Okay, so I'm going to drag this green. This is Shabby Shutters. I'm going to drag it. Now here's the cool thing, okay? Those lines are going to pick up. Do you see that? The color is going to lay in the plank, and the line is going to pick up and be dark. So here's the important thing about this when you're doing this. Whatever color you do last, or whatever's your darkest color, is the one that's going to pick up on your lines. I'm going to now take ripe persimmon. Are you worried? Let's test it. Does that mean I'm worried about it? Let's just see. Ripe persimmon.
That pizza pasta
beautiful
salad is the bomb.
And now I'm going.
I need to make some of that right
Is this
now.
an ad for Vinny's Vittles?
Well, people like what I got on there. We're going to get that stove in here pretty soon.
I think Margie did post the one she did in class because I thought they were gorgeous. I think she posted on So Did I. If she didn't, please do because they were amazing. What is sold out, Corinne? Corinne? I'm sorry.
Wood grain background stamp. I think
Yeah.
that's what she's referring
We're
to.
trying to get them. Vince ordered 100. They sent us one. This is why we don't pre-order. You know?
I mean, it's ridiculous. I ordered 100 of them and we got one.
One. So, okay, check this out. Frayed burlap. This is the darker brown that I'm using. Just watch this. This is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at that. With all those other colors in there too, you think you're going to cover them all up, but you're not. They create like a, I don't know. What do you say that is? I don't know. It's so cool. Yeah, the oxides may be sold out. I was helping pack yesterday and there were some on the shelf, but there weren't many. So they may be sold out. So those other colors are not wasted. They're still in here, which I think is amazing. So look at that piece of wood grain. But I want to show y'all something else too. And this was totally Margie's fault. She'll know when we get to it. So I want to add a little more burgundy, not burgundy, but something with a little more red for what I want to show you. You could totally stop here. Ready for this? That last color was frayed burlap. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful, right? Okay. I want to add something a little warmer. Hang on one second. This was totally Margie's fault. Let me see. Is this the color? That's a little too dark.
I have not made catfish before, but I do love to eat it, so I may have to try to figure that out.
You have, if you're gonna read it, if you're gonna answer a question, make sure you read it for my viewers afterwards.
Okay, I apologize. Melinda wants to know if I know how to make catfish. I know how to catch it.
And clean it.
And clean it.
Ugh.
But I never have prepared it to eat.
So gross. So
It's
gross.
good.
So gross.
Good.
I don't like it.
Catfish is too fat.
Okay, here we go. Yes, this is Margie's fault. So if you don't like this technique, it's her fault. All right, I did some tests of colors. I'm going to go with this one first. I'm looking for the color of hardwood floor. This is going to get it for me. I want you to see, I want you to start to think hardwood floor with these colors I'm adding now. Okay? And I may have gone too far, but it's all right. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this color in. Margie knows. She's like, oh yeah, I know what's coming. And then this, just to kind of get some more color in there. And maybe a little bit of this. Let's just see if I'm going to mess it up too bad. That might, so I'm just going to give it a light drag to match everywhere. But that's not bad. It's kind of looking hardwoody. Okay, now then. I used 6 colors on there.
Is this the same sentiment that you used Tuesday in the video, the one you just showed?
Sentiment. Stamp set?
The sentiment that you put there on top of the card. Is that from what you made Tuesday?
This is from Beloved Mother. This one is. And this one is from Big Time Sayings. That's the 2 I've been showing you because I want to show you something that I played with today and I think you'll like it, especially if you do have the oxides, but it won't matter, any color that you have. I got to put these up so I can show you this because I can't have a mess. Now we're going to emboss. Emboss. We're going to be the boss today, Vince. Because we're going to emboss it. All right. Sorry, I have to put these away because if I don't, I will tip them over on my work surface and forget about them and they will dry. So they have to go away. Okay. Now, I have this. Let's see. No, where's my... Is embossing powder behind you? I think it is.
That's scary.
I know. I may have to use a different one. It is behind you. So let me just use my... Oh, do I not have one from him? I don't. Where did I put my embossing powders when I brought them in here? Oh, well. Oh, here they are. Okay. Oh, well. Hold on. I found them. You guys ever hide stuff from yourself in your craft room? Yes, I know that you do. Clear. All right, I'm going to use clear embossing powder. Here. I'm going to use a Versamark ink pad. Now, if this scares you, you need to just make sure you let this dry really, really, really good before you do this. But you guys know.
Now, Maymay, Sherry asked, do you store your stamp pads upside down?
I don't.
Is that a technique of some people, or what's
we actually talked about this in our 101 class. I don't store them upside down. I've never had to. There are companies that make their pads so that they store upside down for you, like Stampin' Up, close to my heart, people like that, and that's perfectly fine. I've never stored mine upside down. I tend to like. I'm pretty rough on ink pads, honestly. All right, so that's pretty dry. It's not perfect. I'm going to take my Versamark, and I'm not going to rub. Why? Because I don't want to mess up my Versamark pad. What I'm going to do is pat. It's going to be wet enough that I'm really not going to have to rub too much. The water from the leftover Distress ink is going to help me, or I should say the moisture from leftover Distress ink is going to help. And now I can't do that because if I do, I will have a mess.
I did not see that. Connie asked, Benny, did you see what I said about my husband taking you fishing when you come to Pigeon Forge? No, I did not see that. But the next time I come to Pigeon Forge, we need to get the hookup.
You couldn't have gone anyway this time.
This time, it would have been impossible.
Yeah, you were way too busy. I would not have let you go, is what I'm saying. If you were at Pigeon Forge, you know.
Boss lady.
There's no way we could have been without you at Pigeon Forge.
Nope.
No. All right, so now I'm
vital.
covering this whole sheet because we talked about this in class and we wanted to see what it looked like. And I thought if I'm going to show them, I'm going to show you guys too at the same time. I've covered that whole sheet. This may freak some people out. This may be too wasteful. If it's not for you, don't do it. I think it's going to be cool. We'll see. All right, now then, put this back in without losing it. This is Nuvo Clear that I'm using. Any clear would work. Literally any clear. Detail, not detail, it doesn't matter. No, my children are not big crafters. I have boys. Thomas will color with me every now and then. That's about all they'll do. All right. I'm going to use these tweezers. I happen to have these from a set of hot glue tools. I'm just going to hold this. It's going to make a mess, but that's all right. Okay. Heat up your tool. It's going to be loud. We can probably talk over it, though.
What are you trying to say? That we have big mouths?
Yeah, we do have big mouths.
Yes.
We do.
Allie, Maymay does not sell pre-made cards. Do you?
Pre-made cards or card bases?
It just says pre-made cards.
Yeah, I don't sell pre-made cards. Like the cards I make, I don't sell them. This is going to take a minute.
Wishes is on order and should be back soon.
I'm going to let that sit for a second because I'm trying to get to a spot where I won't mess up. So I'm going to let that dry for just a second and then pick it up over here where I've already embossed. Now I can kind of get a little crazier with it. Because I didn't want to peel any of that embossing off. Now you're probably thinking, but why, Maymay? Because this is going to look like a varnished floor, which was gorgeous. The way we discovered it was Margie's piece that she had done was still very wet.
I'm just telling you, that's stinking cool right there.
And we were like, this should be embossed because it would be gorgeous. You like embossing.
Well, I just like that it comes out pretty glossy, shiny.
I'm trying to stay in the camera.
I like shiny.
As you get older, just like me.
Isn't that how it's supposed to work?
Yeah, you like sparkles.
Liking sparkles.
Now, I'm gonna try to heat this down.
Hello from Scotland. It is amazing that people all over the world sit here and watch you craft.
It's pretty cool. I don't want to heat my work surface. I'm gonna let this cool for a second and then I'm gonna hit it again because I want some of these bubbles that are in here to not be in here. But and it's still really wet because we used a lot. But look how cool that looks, right? I'm gonna hit this side real quick. A little more.
Jennifer asked, when will the new stamp for the Stamp Club ship? Stamp Clubs ship on or before the 6th of the month if you're in the regular club, and on or before the 21st of the month if you're in the Scripture Club. So those will be going out. The new stamp set for the regular club will be going out no later than the 6th of May.
And the sneak peek will go up on YouTube on the 6th of May. That's how we do that.
There you go.
A hairdryer won't work for this. I don't know why. I think I do know why. As an old hairdresser. Hairdryer wind, can I say that? Is dispersed wind. It's not specific. And I don't think you could specific enough the heat and keep it hot enough consistently. You see how small this little piece is where the air comes out? Comes out with a lot of force, and it also heats up with an element that you'll actually see. Let me see if I can do it. I don't know because I don't want to mess my camera up.
Well, don't turn it toward your face.
I'm peeking in. Yeah, you can't see it. But there's an element in there that lights up. So check it out. Margie, we talked about this, right? Now, this warp situation, this is gonna happen when we do something like this. We've heated it, we wet it, we did all that stuff, right? So what I would do is either do it like this to flatten it out to put it on the card. I put a heck of a lot of adhesive on the back or foam squares, or I would run this through my Cuddle Bug with no folder just the B plates and flatten it out, which would help. Look how beautiful, guys.
Lisa, the shipping to the Stamp Club or for the Stamp Club is included in the price. Okay, so if you sign up for the International Stamp Club, it's $13.49 per month, and that includes shipping of your stamp set to you. So it's only $13.49 a month, and you get the new stamp set every month when it rolls out.
This one is getting no love because of the light. I want to bring it up. It's really beautiful in person. Look at that, Vince, in person. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Oh, yeah.
But that's 3 different ways to do this for you guys, okay? Actually, it's 4 because you could have stopped before the heating of this with the embossing, but now it looks like a pretty clean floor, doesn't it? Beautiful. All right, now I want to make a sentiment to show you these. So I was playing today with my oxide inks, and I used the oxides with the Garden Party stamp set. And what I did was I stamped the Garden Party first. See how the flowers are behind? And I discovered that the VersaFine Onyx Black is so rich and thick that it looks gorgeous on top of the oxides. And also, in my opinion, because the oxides dry matte, they let the ink from the VersaFine soak on top of them, and they work really well together. Now, I thought we would try it with some Memento to see if it does the same thing, which I think will get the same kind of result. So, well, let's make one. Are y'all good with that?
Okay, while you're doing that, if you sign up for the Stamp Club prior to the regular club, prior to the 30th or the last day of the month, okay, you get the next set that comes out. If you wait till the 1st or whatever, if you sign up on the 1st, you will not get it until the following month. Okay, so as long as you sign up prior to the last day of the month, so February, that'd be the 28th, you understand. You get the next month's set.
By the way, 1 inches are back in the store. Don't fuss at me for having all mine out.
Yes, the 1 inches are back in stock, and they've been selling like hotcakes. So I went ahead and ordered some more today.
I want to show you something too. I've gotten myself 2 of these scrubby pads, and the reason is this. This was my original pad. Remember how Christopher told us we could clean this with soap and water under the sink? I did that today. This guy was filthy. It was dirtier than this one because I've only used this one time for one stamping process. This one was filthy. I used dish soap and water and cleaned this under the sink and rinsed it, but it's wet now because it's got to dry. So I went ahead and got another one so I could keep going. And if you want me to, I will film myself cleaning this with soap and water so you can see that happen, because I know you're kind of like, well, we didn't see it happen, and I can clean that so you can see it. All right.
The Stamp of the Month Club is $11.99 a month if you are in the States. If you are outside the States, it is $13.49 per month.
The hardest part of this is picking the flowers. I never know which ones I want to mix. This one. I had somebody ask me this too. What size are these? All these flowers are under 1 inch. This rose is really pretty. We'll see how that goes. Okay.
Katina asked, what sizes should you have of the blocks in your stash?
In my opinion, and somebody asked me this earlier, you need a 1x1. This is a 1x1. This is a 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. Okay. You need a 1x1. You need a 3x4. Let me get one to show you. You need a 3x4 like this, and you need something mid-size. I prefer this round block, which we have a hard time getting, which is this guy that I've already got a stamp loaded on. But if you can't get that, something in the middle, like a 1 1/2 or 2. Also, if you can afford a Misty stamping positioner, don't buy any blocks, just get that. So that'll save you some money. Okay, yellow. I don't like that color. Cantaloupe. And let's do cantaloupe and love letter, and maybe new sprout for the. Those are not very pretty together to me today.
Someone asked, when will Squeaky Clean be back in?
As soon as Christopher sends it to me.
As soon as he sends it to us. Can somebody post a link, or Tamitha, you can post a link to how to sign up for the Stamp Club?
Simon, hello, darling. How are you doing? I just watched your hack video. Oh my gosh, guys. Go to Ink Clips on YouTube. Watch his stamping hack video. Simon is adorable. I loved it. I should comment. I know I should comment. It's rude. I don't. But I'm telling you now, you did an awesome job on that. I loved it. Also, subscribe to Simon. Give him some love. Please do. Okay. Love letter and one of the flowers. And I'm going to be wasteful of my paper a little bit. Don't worry. You don't have to do this. Use a scrap. But I'm really using this whole piece. So you don't have to do this at home. You can be much more savvy with your scraps.
We are trying to find containers to store the mementos in. Maymay found that one, and we're trying to find them to carry in the store. They have not had much success at that as of yet. We do carry the memento dewdrops in the store in a variety of ways. You can get just the individual black, or you can get the combo packs that have 16 different ones in each pack.
4 times 4.
Yes, 16. I was correct.
But I don't do math, so.
I understand. That's why I try to do the math in my head, so you didn't
I don't
have to.
do math. I do crafting. I don't math. I
Listen,
don't math.
we got a lot of questions
Did you like the way I
at
said
one
that? I don't math.
Are you ever going to get a long but thin stamp block? I guess that's a question for me.
We might, though. I mean,
If we can find it.
well, I can find that. That's not a problem to find, but yeah, we can do that. Let me show y'all something that just came in that we've not played with yet at all. And it's these guys. If you really like blocks, if you're a block lover, this is a pretty cool thing. You get 2 easy lift blocks in this one for $12.99, or you get this one big one for $12.99. And the way it works, let's just see something. I mean, this is not the perfect application for this big old thing, but I'll show you what happens. So on this side, there's these little rubber feet, okay? This is not how I'd intended to show you this. I was going to show you actually using it to make sense. But I put a little leaf on here. So really, you could use this with any size of your, with any stamps. Then you can place this where you want it. And see, it doesn't touch your surface because of the feet. And when you get it where you want it, you press those feet in and press the middle. So it's kind of a press. That light is just taking all my colors away. Hold on. See if I can get it. There we go. So it is there. Let's do it again. I want you to get up again. So this works like a press. Now the 2 other ones I showed you don't work like a press. They have these little rubber handles to help you lift the stamp up.
Mary asked, are our stamps polymer or silicone?
Photopolymer.
Are photopolymer. That's correct.
Not silicone. There's nothing wrong with silicone if you know how to use them. There's nothing wrong. There's a technique for using them, but ours are photopolymer. Matter of fact, I just talked about that in Stamping 101. So anybody in here was in my Stamping 101 class? Because if you were, I want to know if you could have answered that question, because that's important. I want to know that you were empowered in that class enough to answer those questions. Woo! All right. Now for my favorite ink. And for my next trick.
Pamela asked if we carry scissors for physical challenges.
Yeah, you know what? These are great for that. Now, I don't know your challenge, but what I love about the Tim Holtz scissors are the same. They're the same on both sides, so it doesn't matter which way you hold them or do them or anything. You can use these, and they have this soft rubber grip. I think these are great. Love them. And how do you find Simon? Simon, would you link your channel, please? He is Ink Clips on YouTube. These are perfect for left-handers. They're the same on both sides. See? Look at my inky thumb. That means I'm having fun, right? I don't know. That's a Vinny question. Do you know what they run?
No. Laura asked, have we had any thoughts on making a subscription deal if they're in both stamp clubs? And
we haven't.
we're already selling them as cheap as we possibly can.
I mean, in the club, you're already getting them $1 cheaper than anybody else.
And you get the free shipping on every other Maymay Made It stamp you order.
It's really hard for me to do that one any cheaper. Okay, I want to bring this up so you can see what's happened. This is using the mementos, and it works just as well. This VersaFine works so beautiful on top of these colors, right? And it really stretches your stamp set. That one says hello. Let's make it say my friend.
So Christina asked, do we carry the micro? Is that the 5-inch?
We do. That's the tiny.
Yeah, we do carry that.
And I'm going to put my friend down here. Perfect. Perfect. And now let's Now let's put it all together. Where's that from? Who watches her with me? Now let's put it all together. So pretty. Okay. So I'm going to use my trimmer. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. Okay. I want to show you guys a trick with the trimmer too. A trick with the trimmer. That sounds so fancy. Let me zoom you back out. Okay, so I'm going to use where my ink is and the trimmer. Can I do this down here? I really need to do this down here. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay, so I'm going to use this, not this edge. No. Okay, there's this line on my trimmer where I'm lining this friend up. It's right inside of this cut blade. I'm lining it up right here, and I'm going to use that as my guide for cutting. So I'm letting my ink tell me where to cut on my piece. So see how I've left myself a good space there? We'll flip it around, do it again. Yes, sir, what is it?
Celeste said, I'm torn. I just got notification that my stamp set is in my mailbox, but I don't want to miss anything.
Bless your heart. It'll be there when we get done, babe.
It'll be there in a few minutes.
Okay, so I'm using this trimmer as my guide for cutting so that I'm not having to measure. Why? Why is that? Somebody say it. It's fine with me. Because I'm too lazy to measure. Let's just be honest.
Hey, can we tell them about our surprise from Art Glitter Glue?
No.
Dang.
I'm not letting you do it. Not yet. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Love it. Okay. Now I'm going to take my... This is where you get to play with all the fun stuff you pick up all the time and you think, I'm never going to use this. Yes, we are. Ready for this? This is my angle punch. And I'm going to come on the edges of this and angle punch with the large side. Because I think that's purty. That's a southern word, purty. Do I want to do all the way around? I don't think so. We might change our mind and do it. Okay, so there's hello, friend. Well, let's pick out a background that we did. Let's pick a background. Do I want it on this one? That's kind of pretty. Look at that. Right? And let's look at this one. That's kind of pretty too. I could type it. No, he can't.
And then you wouldn't know.
And let's see this one.
It's
oh, that's real pretty.
About.
But I'm going to trim it down some more.
But we can't tell them yet, huh?
Nope. Nope. Sorry, guys. I love you, but no. Okay. It's a really super cool thing. We can't tell you because we don't know the details. We don't know what we're going to be able to do. I'm going to slide this in even further this time. I'm going to go to this inside piece and trim to make it even smaller because I don't want to cover my whole background up. You know? I'm using it on my phone. I'm using it on my app, Simon. I love it. That's how we do it every Thursday is on the app. And I did a live Tuesday.
I shouldn't have brought it up. I'm sorry.
Y'all know what else I want to do?
It's my fault.
I want to start doing my Tuesdays and my Thursday videos live. Is that too much? Y'all tell me the truth. Is it too much? Do you need my filmed stuff too? Because I'm thinking I could film the Saturday videos, but do the Tuesdays and Thursdays live? I would love to do that. I love being live with you guys.
And it saves a great deal of time.
Ain't no editing. Naughty Vinny. Ain't no editing in live. See, I just wrote that. I can do that.
I'm impressed.
I can just write on the fly.
Right off the cuff.
On the fly.
She wrote it.
Ain't no editing. Ooh. When your stool falls out from under you when you're on a live video, that's a whole different thing. Now let's look again. Okay. Oh, that's better. I'm not taking up as much space. That's so pretty, y'all. Look at that. Okay. And let's look at this one. This one covers my, too much of my wood grain. It's pretty, but I don't like how much it covers up. Ooh, this is pretty. I don't want to trim anymore.
That live and unedited thing, that's the only dangerous part.
I like this one.
Especially if you're me and say things you shouldn't say.
What?
Well, you know, I made that mistake and
You do that? You say things you shouldn't say and that are inappropriate?
Well, you said it was inappropriate. I got my hands back.
Now do I have to? Okay, let me say something. About the Art Glitter Glue situation. We're working out a special situation where we're going to be able to do a charity event with Art Glitter Glue. So that's what I'm going to tell you. It's going to be a charity event. So if you've ever wanted to buy your Art Glitter Glue and you haven't bought it yet, I want you to do it then because we're going to be helping two very special causes. And just so you know, I'll tell you the causes. I don't know any of the other details, but the causes. Do you want to tell the causes, Vince?
Sure. We're going to do a portion of the proceeds, and we don't know what that portion is yet. We've got to work all those details out. Is going to help research on juvenile diabetes, and we're also we have someone in our on the Maymay Made It team.
They know him.
Son, hashtag Honey Bunny. His son Ryan has been recently diagnosed with juvenile diabetes, and hashtag Honey Bunny was also a type 1 diabetic from his youth. And so we are going to also donate a portion of the proceeds to help with the excess medical costs that he's experiencing due to Ryan's illness. So we're very excited about the opportunity to take this product and share it with that research program, as well as with Jeremy and Christina to help with Ryan's additional medical expenses.
And if you already have art glitter glue, don't worry, because you're going to love this bottle. That's what we're going to say.
Yep.
The bottle is a secret. We're not telling that. And so that way you'll know this bottle was the one that you helped to do 2 major things with, and that is to help 2 incredible causes, needs. So, there. Now you got it out of me, Benny.
Yeah.
Ryan started his first, what is it called? Experimental medicine situation? I don't know what they call that. Yesterday. And it was really hard on him. Bless his heart. He's the bravest little boy. Maybe Jeremy will let me interview him for you guys sometime. I'm sure he'll let me. There's a photo of him in our group, because I took a picture of him the other night when we were having dinner together. And we're so proud of Ryan. He's a sweet boy. Okay, I'm foam squaring this bad boy. Where's the sticky? Stick to me? Okay, gotcha. All right, so
you don't have to hold off on reordering. It's going to be a little while before we get it in, so
it won't. It'll probably be a couple of weeks, because we're having to. I wanted to make it special for you guys, so the bottle's going to be special, the label's going to be special, so you'll know. To be honest with you, it could even be just a collector bottle for you. It won't be any more expensive, by the way. Just want to let you guys know that it won't be any more expensive. What is offset? What did she tell me to offset? No, because you're yelling at me. What was I supposed to offset? I don't know. Oh no, I hope I don't mess it up, because I'm not paying attention. I'm not minding Nahoka. I'm sorry, Nahoka. I would mind you. All right, so. Oh, I do everything crooked. Oh, you meant like turn it like this. That would have been pretty too. So look at that, guys. Hardwood floor. I used art glitter glue. That's what we were just talking about. Art glitter glue.
Bottle.
If you've never used it and you want to take part in that, get the 1 ounce. I love this bottle. So you like it? I'm not going to put anything on the inside. I do this to you guys a lot. The reason is I don't know who's going to get this card or where I'm going to use this card. So I'm going to leave it blank, because this is a Hello Friend card that anyone can have, right? Yes, there will be a chance just to donate. I will make sure I set that up for you guys. Thank you, Simon, for repeating that for us. Yes, I will make sure I set that up, okay? Nails would be cool, like in the corners. Okay, so you guys now have your techniques. You can take these and fly with them. And what do I want you to do? I want you to show them to us on our So Did I group, Maymay Made It and So Did I on Facebook. I want to see what you guys do with this technique and how you use it, because you guys always knock it out of the park 120,000 times better than me.
Put your pin in your bottle.
Oh, this one I don't have to, thank goodness. Watch. Done. All right, now then.
Cap it.
Pin it or cap it. Yay, Monica, you were there. All right, let's do across the miles. You got everything over there, so hand it to me one at a time. Let me tell you what across the miles is. This is when people send us things, and, I don't know, Tanya, I'll put them all up. This is when people send us things from their home or that they've made, and I want to share with you some of the cool things that we received this week, and some at Stamp Escape. Now, some of the stuff I did not bring from Stamp Escape, because some of it I already took home, and I didn't think about it. I shouldn't have. Check out this card. This card uses Memory Lane's pickup truck, right? This was sent to Vince from Kim Lloyd. Look, she printed this on her printer. Brilliant. You're not old. You're a classic. Happy birthday from Kim Lloyd. I love it. And she colored it with...
What she should have said was, I'm an antique. Because I think I qualify.
She colored that with color pencils. Isn't it beautiful? And don't you guys love the inspiration? So Across the Miles gives you inspiration. Here's the other thing I love. Kim tied this to this wrap. This was wrapped, okay? And it was, it's toffee, Chapel Hill toffee, dark chocolate and pecan. Give me a break. This is his present, right? But she put on here, Vinny, I know you like your Alabama Roll Tides. However, my UNC Chapel Hill Tar Heels won the 2017 NCAA championship, so I thought your gift should be from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Enjoy.
There you go.
You ain't going to hate it, are you?
The Tar Heels, they did it. Our cats couldn't get there, so I had to just accept it.
I want to say this while Monica's here. I don't have Monica's gift for me here because I took it home. Monica gave me the satin hand set from Mary Kay. She sells Mary Kay. She gave me the whole 3-piece set. She gave Vince the shampoo and shaving cream.
Yep.
And so we've already taken those home. And I promised I would bring them to the shop so everybody could use them. But I kind of took them for myself. Then my friend Donna makes these. And she gave me 2 of these. This one's for Mom. The red one is mine. I've already taken it home. This one is for Mom when she comes. I forgot to give it to her on Tuesday, but I will be giving this to her. She crochets these scrubbies, and they're awesome. You could use them for anything. I love this dude. I don't know how she makes them. She told me. She tried to tell me, but I'm not real good at that stuff. If it's crochet, forget it.
That's a really cool card.
Can you guys guess who made this card? She's watching right now. You said it.
I did. I didn't know you were going to make them guess.
This is such a Nyoka card. It is such a Nyoka card. This is the birthday card she sent Vince. Oh my goodness. It is adorable. They're birthday twins. She has a birthday the same day Vince does. It's amazing. Look at this card. She rocked it. I love it so much. So that's from Nyoka. I love it, love it, love it. Now, guys, this is one of my favorites. Look at this image. This card comes to me from Lynn. She says, "Hi, Maymay. I'm so in love with this image. Having so much fun coloring with my color pencils. Love your videos. Awesome job. See you at the next video." Look how funny that image is. This is like Monday morning.
Hair all jacked up.
Look, hair. What is it? Let's see. Monday morning hair, and I don't care. I love it.
Is that what your hair looked like the other morning when you slept in your?
This is literally what my hair looked like. Can I tell y'all? Is it too much? We've got about 8 minutes left. Okay. So on, what night was it?
Friday night.
Friday night after class, we were starving, and we were going to one of the only places open, and it was Mellow Mushroom, and it was pouring down rain to the point that Tabitha, bless her heart, was literally dripping. She was just dripping.
It looked like we all had just stepped out of the shower fully dressed.
It was so bad. So I cannot stand, you guys, you need to know this. I cannot stand for hair to be wet on my neck. It's a thing. I cannot handle it. When I get out of the shower, my hair goes up before I get out of the shower. I can't handle it. So I grabbed, which is even funnier, I asked one of my sons for a hair scrunchie.
That is so sad that we have to confess that.
My boys keep hair scrunchies, so I grabbed one from them. I pulled my hair up on my head. I did not even care. I sat in that restaurant with my hair in this crazy bun. Well, the next day, when we got home, it was like, 1 in the morning?
Yes.
I was so tired. I said, I'm going to bed with my hair just like this. The next day when I woke up, I looked exactly like this image. And I called Vince in. I said, Vince, look at my hair. And I was like, I'm so grateful that I do not have curly hair, because straightening curly hair is harder than you think. So, all right. This was given to us at the Stamp Escape, but I don't know who gave it to us. This one says, "Let me save your spot." Isn't this cute? This is where I fell asleep. What a cute reader thing. So somebody gave this to me, but I don't know who. Love it so much. So it's cardstock. It feels like Graphic 45, actually. May not be, but it feels like it. It's cardstock. It's really cute. So I don't know who gave it to me. I wish I did. I do know, however, who gave me this. And I have been waiting to show you. Okay. This is from Robin Carr. She gave me this. And look at these. I love these. Now, Robin and her friend Teresa always make the cutest things. So Teresa gave me this one. And Robin gave me this one. How cute. She gave me all of these, actually. And she pinned them to this card that says hugs, that she embossed in gold. And then I wanted to show you this because these inks are oxides on black. How about that, y'all? I know you wanted to know. There's oxide on black. And some of these are embossed
How cool is it that we're going to be getting black cardstock in the store?
You're so funny. We just ordered black today. I love these butterflies. They are adorbs. And so these I can use in my planner, in my Bible, wherever I want to. Isn't that neat? What a cool way to give this away. She put it in one of these bags like this, and she handed it to me. And I love it. Okay. Oh,
Renee said they went to Mellow Mushroom Friday night too.
I know, but we were there. I think we talked about that they were on one side of the room, we're on the other side or something.
We were at the same one?
No, that might be it. Y'all might have gone to the one at the island. I don't remember. There was something we talked about it though. These are called candle koozies. Is that what she called them? Candle coasters. These are fabric and they're beautiful, so you can sit a candle on them, or you can use them for coasters, or you can use them for trivets.
The other side,
they're not. This side is the most beautiful side you will ever see. And this side's okay. I'll show you just like this. But this side is the most beautiful side I've ever seen.
You're so wrong.
She made this one. Oh, look how beautiful this is. They really are incredibly well done.
All over yourself, man. You'll feel so much better.
Her stitching is incredible. I want to show y'all something. I would never do this with my own stitching. I would never lift this up and let you see this. Look at that stitching. I would never do that ever.
It's almost perfect.
It is absolutely beautifully perfect. Okay, ready for this?
Damn it, that is so rude.
Ready for this? Wait, I'm not gonna show you this yet. I gotta show you the other. You guys, okay. Nina, who's probably not watching me today, she will watch me. Nina's husband makes these. This is a very thin wood. Do you see this tiny thin wood? And he hand carves these with a laser thing. He does this by hand, but he's legally blind. So he does these like, it's like a miracle that he does these, okay? Look at this one. This one is the life of Jesus, the way he did it. And he carves these by hand. He does these in his legally blind. I mean, what a miracle he is, right? I'm going to have these framed, and we're going to mount these in the Bible study room. I showed them to Mom and my aunts this week, and they were like, we want these in our room. That's where they're going to be. I love them so much. Hey, Eva, our new store's in Verbena, Alabama. He also does this one. Look at this. When I open this up, this is a manger, and look at this. These are tiny nativities. This is a tiny, teeny, tiny, 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 I can't say it enough, nativity. Baby Jesus, angel. This is Joseph, I think. Let me see. That's Joseph, Mary. That's a sheep. Look at that.
We are about, I'm going to say 2.5 or 3 hours north of Gulf Shores.
The other cool thing about this, I think, have you guys ever seen resurrection eggs that are used to teach Bible study at Easter time? How cool would this be to teach Sunday school? Use this for your Sunday school lesson at Christmas. I love these. I'm going to see, I saw people say that we should carry these. I'm going to see if we can get them. I don't know if we can. Oh gosh, I don't know if we can. I didn't mean to do that. But his name is Mike and her name is Nina, and they're incredible. That is our Across the Miles, and I promised you guys something that I haven't done yet. I promised to try my oxides and mess this up. So let's do it real fast. His name is Mike, but I don't think he sells these like in a store or anything, but I will find out and let you know. If he does, I'll link to his store on our Facebook group. All right, let's try. Is this the dirty side? Ooh, I don't want to use that.
What a great comment Christine made.
What?
She said he may be blind, but he absolutely has vision.
He has.
How cool.
It was incredible when we were just blown away. All right. I got to clean my
5 minutes.
Okay, I want to show you guys this. Now I got to let this dry for a second because I got it wet. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, here we go. Here's an oxide. We're going to start with the first one.
Yes, we are coming to Mobile is it August?
August 3rd through the 6th.
That's right.
That's pretty, y'all. That's some kind of pretty. Wow. Okay, that's one oxide. I'm going to do this so you don't have to. You might decide to, but I'm going to do it myself. Let's do this. Oh, not bad. No transfer. Okay, that's what I was worried about. No transfer. Now, if you watch Tim do this, I love to watch Tim do this kind of stuff. He's like, look, these ink pads are going to get yucky. Right? That's what he always says that. That's going to happen. Let's try a vintage photo on top of this. Yikes. Vintage photo. It does work. And you know what's even cooler? This has that matte finish, you know, because of the oxide. So it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. Then let's do something else. Just for kicks and giggles, just to see. Where'd I put my wet wipe I just had? I literally just pulled one out. What did I do with it? What did I? Here we go. Okay. I'm just going to see. Just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to wipe this down on this side. Because, you know, these smear together. So let's just see what it looks like. We'll do half the page. This is a baby white. Y'all, that's pretty too. Look, I'll bring it up here so you can see it. That's just as pretty. See that side? And this side? Love it. All right. I don't think I have any water in here. Wait. I can do it with my... I don't think I have any water in this room. I don't. Where's my water brush? I usually keep at least a water brush. Here we go. Let's see if there's water in it with my... Oh, there is. Okay. We'll do it like this. I'll just do some drips. And then we'll pick this up with a paper towel, see what we get. This is probably going to be cool. Joan, that's about right. That's how we do things in the craft world anyway. You ain't got no water? Spit on it, girl. That's my favorite. Don't be afraid. Spit on it.
Joan.
You do. You do. You absolutely do. Oh, look, it's kind of bokeh. That's kind of cool. See if I can get smaller dots. That's kind of cool, isn't it? She says that's what she uses to clean her kids up with. Oh, that's cool, y'all. This is just Nina's 65 pound.
So funny.
Look at that.
She said, make that sneeze work for you.
Oh. That's giving a card that keeps on giving, because you give somebody a sickness when they get the card.
Gives and gives.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. I think we did a lot. I think we played with a lot of different techniques. I think we looked at a lot of different things. Woo, I think we did it. What do you think, Vinny?
Well, I'm tired.
We're 2 minutes over an hour. You're tired. Next time you get to do the live, right?
Nope.
All right.
Let me do that one more time.
I'm going to ask you guys in the comments below, if you're watching this later or now, whatever, I'm going to ask you guys if you will let me know if you would like Tuesdays and Thursday videos to be live videos. With this new app, it's so easy to do now because I can just turn it on and go. And if we get the majority, you know, the majority says, yes, we want live, just let me know in the comments below. So after this video goes live, post for me so I can see. And then we could do Tuesdays and Thursdays live, and then I could just film my Saturday videos because I love that idea. I love being with you guys live. Okay, that's it for today. We love you guys very much. I hope you enjoyed this day, and I can't wait to see what you guys make. I can't wait to see how you take what we did and turn it into your very own. Tamitha's going to be doing a blog post to follow up, so a lot of the stuff we talked about today, she'll put into the blog post.
What time do you do the lives every week? Same
noon.
Time, right? At noon Central Time.
We have found that noon is the best for folks. Thanks, Miss Joan. Love you right to the core. I love you to the core. All right, we will talk to you guys on. Oh, I have to tell you something real quick. I will not have, after all this, I will not have a video Saturday. I'm going to take one day off. I would normally have a video on Saturday, Stampin' Saturday at noon. But because we're going to be traveling and we had a short week this week because of coming home, I'm going to take Saturday off, just Saturday. I'll have your Sunday video up. We'll have today, so I'm going to take Saturday off so that I don't have to try to squeeze another video in before we leave.
And do we need to mention that there'll be no Bible study tonight?
There won't be Bible study in the Heart Group tonight unless Margie decides she wants to do one, because I have not talked to Margie yet. Because we will literally be on the road. We hope to be in the hotel by then, but I don't know. So, all right, guys. Yeah, Tamitha gets Saturday off too. Yay! She's always waiting on me to get done. I love you guys. Oh, just watch an old video. So since you don't get to see me Saturday at noon, go watch an old video and then share my old video on my So Did I group to let other people know what you're watching. That'll be fun to give people something to do Saturday. Sure. So if you go watch an old video, link it on the So Did I group, and it's my video, so you can do that, right? Tamitha, am I going to mess you up? Uh-oh, she's going to be mad at me now. All right, let me go before Tamitha yells at me. All right, love you guys. I'll talk to you again real soon.
Bye.